Ever since I met Christ, my whole life changed up. Used to aim low, but now we aim up. And we used to stay low, but now we way up. And we spirit filled, spirit filled, spirit filled. Filled with the spirit, this my life, let them hear it. Spirit filled, spirit filled, spirit filled. Filled with the spirit, this my life, let them hear it.
What is going on? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're living blessed. Had to get that smoothie right to start the day off. But yo, I've been vegan for 3 whole years. And in this video, I want to give you 3 things that I've learned as I've been on this vegan journey. Let's get it.
All my life, grinding all my life. Sacrifice, this ain't overnight. Look at my eyes. No fear inside, the strongest survive. You feeling the vibe.
All right, so the first thing that I've learned is the importance of self-control. So I first started trying to go vegan way back in June of 2017. But to be honest, during the whole process, like I would go 2-3 weeks of going vegan, eating plant-based, and then boom, I'd fall, I'd stumble, I'd cave in to some fried chicken or to some pizza or mac and cheese or ice cream or whatever the case may be. And then I'd be like, all right, man, let me try again. So then I'd try again. I'd go 3-4 weeks again, cave in, have a family cookout with some steak and mashed potatoes with butter and the whole 9. This cycle just kept continuing for a whole 6 months. But then December 26, 2017, I decided enough is enough. I'm tired of this cycle of going back and forth. Either you're gonna be all into this vegan thing or you're not. So I decided, yo, I'm gonna be all in. And just through being all in, I've learned and grown so much when it comes to self-control and just being able to deny what I want for something else. And in this case, to be and to live this plant-based lifestyle. And this self-control that I developed from denying foods that I want has shown in other areas of my life. For example, when it comes to my finances, there'd be times when I would want to buy something, i.e. new PS5. But self-control would be like, yo, Scotty, you need to just wait. You don't have that in your budget right now. Maybe later on down the road, you can get that. Or in my spiritual walk, when it comes to giving in to sin, self-control is like, yo, Satan's trying to get you right now, ScottEbruh. You need to tighten up, get it together, tell Satan not today, and keep on pushing, go the God way. And so this idea of self-control is something that I've really grown and developed in just in this 3 years of me being vegan and just in, denying food, which like I said, has shown in my finances, has shown in my spiritual walk, and it's just been a blessing for sure. But yo, we just had the pre-workout, how to get that smoothie in to start the day off, because we about to hit that gym flow, get a good workout in. So hey, let's go. Let's get these gains.
Ever since I met Christ, my whole life changed up. Used to aim low, but now we aim up. And we used to stay low, but now we way up. And we spirit filled, spirit filled, spirit filled. Filled with the spirit, this my life, let them hear it. Spirit filled, spirit filled, spirit filled. Filled with the spirit, this my life, let them hear it. I'm praying that you catch this, I don't overthrow. True, my heart was super cold like it's polar snow. Ooh, I went to top shelf from the lower row. Now I'm filled with the spirit and I overflow. I'm filled to the brim and some. I'm going to the rim and one. My whole life changed ever since I met.
Workout complete. You already know how we do it, man. Had to put in that work each and every single day. But yo, the second thing I've learned while on this vegan journey is the importance of doing your own research. And this is really one of the biggest reasons why I became a vegan in the first place. You know, we're obviously taught about food in some form or fashion in school. And, you know, we see all these different posters and the got milk and all these different things that we see. But I wanted to start my own journey into finding out what is the best way to eat. Because I already know from a spiritual standpoint that following Jesus is the best way to live. But when it came to nutrition, what is the best way? What is better for our bodies? And so ultimately it was me seeking answers, seeking truth to that very question that led me to compare different diets, like the American diet versus like the Japanese diet and the Chinese diet and the paleo diet versus the pescatarian diet, vegetarian versus vegan, and really looking at all these different ways of eating and figuring out what is the best way to eat. And this isn't only important when it comes to food and what we should be eating, but in every aspect of our life. You know, one of the things that I always talk about as a Christian, from a Christian perspective, is when somebody is telling us something about the Bible or about God or about Jesus, we need to be doing that research on our own to figure out, is what this person telling me true, or are they just talking out the side of their neck? So doing your own research is important, it is key, and it's something I learned on this journey. And another thing, people always be asking me, yo, Scotty, you a vegan, you plant-based, you don't eat any meat or dairy. Where you get your protein from, bro? And that's another thing. If I had $1 for every time somebody asked me that question, I'd have the PS5 already, no cap. But that's just the importance of doing your own research. If you were to just look that up for yourself, where does protein come from, you would learn, you would see protein doesn't come from animals, protein comes from plants, comes from the grass. Bottom of the food chain, they teach you this in school. What's at the bottom? Plants, not animals, but there's plants. There's a reason for that, because protein comes from plants. Get your facts straight, do your own research. Had to get that oatmeal post-workout flow going. Got the almond juice, got the oats, got the chia seeds, pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, raspberries. Yo, we good to go. But yo, fun fact, it just came to me. A lot of people call almond milk or almond juice almond milk. But in my opinion, almond milk isn't a thing. Because when you think about it, let me grab the almond juice right quick. Think about this. You got apple juice, grape juice, orange juice, pineapple juice. You telling me all of a sudden you switch to a nut like an almond and all of a sudden it turns into milk? Nah, bruh. In my opinion, this should be called almond juice, not milk, because we don't call apple juice apple milk or orange milk. We call them juices. Same thing. I'm calling this juice, so I got oatmeal with almond juice. Let me know in the comments, should it be called almond milk or almond juice? That's some good stuff. But the third thing that I learned on this 3-year journey is how you were raised isn't how you have to live. I'm born and raised in Kentucky, and if you're familiar with anything about the culture here in Kentucky when it comes to food, there is nothing vegan about living a standard Kentucky diet. I mean, we got the fried chicken, we got the potatoes loaded with butter and gravy, the mac and cheese, and the whole nine. Nothing vegan about living here. But as I've been on this journey, just understanding that how you were raised isn't how you have to live. You can get rid of your old habits and adopt new habits. For example, sin. When you live a life full of sin before you meet Jesus, after you meet him, you replace those old habits lust, pornography, smoking weed, doing drugs, alcohol, whatever the case may be, and you replace them with new habits, prayer, Bible study, fellowship, going to church, whatever the case may be. And in the same way, when it comes to food, me being a vegan, putting away these old habits of how I was raised when it comes to food and adopting new habits. It's possible. So many people is like,
oh man, I can't go vegan because I just can't give up mac and cheese, or I can't give up ice cream. It's so hard, it's so tough.
but really, if you put your mind to it, you can adopt new habits. How you were raised isn't how you have to continue to live. But don't get me wrong, there's some things about how we were raised that we should keep and we should always implement. But there's also things from our past and from our childhood that we should be adapting from and evolving from. And I'm not making this video to try to say, oh, you have to drop everything and you need to become a vegan. That's not what I'm saying. Because, you know, a lot of people in my friend group and in my family, they don't understand like the choices that I make when it comes to food, but I'm not gonna force that on them or bash them like, yo, what you're doing is wrong. You're going to hell because of your eating. No, that's not the case. What you eat, to be honest, it doesn't matter in this life. As long as you repent, put your trust in Jesus, you're going to heaven regardless of if you're a vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, carnivore, whatever the case may be. So what you eat, the nutrition, it's just extra stuff, extra blessings. Not everybody can be a vegan depending on where you live, circumstances. I'm blessed to live in a place where we can have more control over what we eat. Not everybody can do that. So there's a lot of things to keep in mind, but just realizing that you don't have to always conform to the status quo. You don't always have to conform to culture. You don't always have to conform to how you were raised. And that's a big thing that I've learned since I've been on this vegan journey. But yo, that's gonna be it for this video. If you made it to the very end, I appreciate you. Hit that like button. Also subscribe to this channel. I make videos to help you seek, know, and live truth in every single thing that you do, whether it be physically, whether it be spiritually, whether it be emotionally. I got some oatmeal still on my lip. Or even nutritionally. So if you're into that type of content, subscribe to the channel. Reflection question: have you ever tried to go vegan? Let me know down in the comments. How did it go? And yo, I encourage you to try it, because if you do, I promise you, you're gonna be tested to grow in self-control, to grow in doing your own research, to grow in going countercultural to how you were raised. So if you need any tips or want any tricks or ideas on what to eat, how to replace certain foods, you can also hit me up too on my social media. I'll link all that down in the description below. Appreciate you once again. ScottEbruh, and until next time, grace, peace.